You earn double what you earned 5 years ago. You are not twice as rich. You are probably not even a little bit richer. The raise came. The promotion came. The money came in. And somehow the end of the month still feels exactly the same. This is not a discipline problem. You did not become lazy. Earning more is simply not the same thing as building wealth. Here is exactly where the extra money goes and why it never reaches you. Reason 1. Your spending was already waiting for that raise. You did not decide to spend more. You just stopped saying no. No to the better apartment. No to the newer car. No to the nicer everything. Every one of those was reasonable on its own. Every single one. That is the trick. Lifestyle never arrives as one big mistake. It arrives as 20 small upgrades you would defend one by one. And each upgrade quietly signed you up for a monthly payment. The raise was spent months before it ever landed in your account. Reason 2. The bigger the paycheck, the bigger the invisible cut. You negotiated the number on the offer letter, not the number in your hand. Taxes take their share first, and they take a larger share as you climb. A 30% raise almost never means 30% more money. But your brain heard the big number and planned around it anyway. So you upgraded your whole life for a raise you never fully received. The space between the offer and the deposit is where the frustration lives. Nobody warns you about that space. Everybody celebrates the offer. Reason 3. You are renting your income, not owning it. Stop working for 90 days and see how much of it is really yours. A high salary is a very comfortable way to own absolutely nothing. Wealth is what keeps producing when you are not in the room. Your salary produces nothing the moment you stop showing up. So every raise made you more productive and not one bit more free. The question is not how much you earn. It is how much you own. Most high earners have never honestly answered the second one. Reason 4. Your costs became permanent. Your income never did. A bigger place, a longer lease, a school, a car you now depend on. You can lose the job in an afternoon. You cannot lose the lease that fast. So the raise did not buy you security. It bought you a heavier floor. And a heavier floor is exactly what stops people from taking any risk at all. You cannot quit. You cannot pause. You cannot start the thing. The higher the income, the more expensive it becomes to walk away. That is not wealth. That is a very well-paid trap. Reason 5. Your comparison group changed the day your income did. New job, new colleagues, new normal, new things that suddenly look basic. The thing you were proud of last year now feels slightly embarrassing. Nothing about the thing changed. Only who you stand next to changed. This is why the finish line moves every single time you get close to it. You are chasing a number that quietly updates itself the moment you arrive. No salary is large enough to win a race that has no ending. The only way to win that race is to stop running it. Reason 6. Every raise quietly asked for more of your hours. More responsibility, more meetings, more evenings that belong to someone else. So you earn more per hour and kept fewer hours to actually spend. Then you spent money buying back the convenience the job took away. Delivery, taxis, help, shortcuts, all of it rational, all of it expensive. The income went up and the cost of living your life went up with it. That is why the number changed and the feeling never did. Wealth is not the size of the river. It is the size of what you keep. So here is the shift. Stop watching your income. Start watching your gap. The gap is what you earn minus what your life costs. That is the only number. Next raise, move it before you feel it. Same week. Before the lifestyle votes. Keep your life at last year's price for one more year. Just 1 year. Earning more never made anyone richer. Keeping more is the entire game.